With regards to GM in Canada, we're actually working with two local organisations who are specialists in their own fields. So we have St. Joseph's Content, who are actually producing all the content and manage the brand, anything from print through to motion graphics for GM. And then in addition, we're working with our partner in Canada, which is UBI Communications, who are a digital signage specialist.
My role is really to get engaged at a very high level with our customers and find out where we can be a good resource for them across the broad spectrum of services that we offer at St. Joseph. St. Joseph is almost in its 60th year of business. We started in Canada primarily as printers, but we evolved into the content business and to the media business.
What always drove us was the power of content and the development of content behind it. In developing that content, you really have to understand what businesses are looking for, what their objectives are, and how you're going to meet those objectives. You have to understand the audience. You really have to understand the technological components as well that needs to be developed simultaneously with the content. There's a strategy around all that, so we've sort of built a process that brings all that out ahead of time. In our work with General Motors, for example, we had a lengthy discovery process that identifies key audiences, key objectives. So ultimately all that needs to be identified if you're going to start to address what kind of content should be in place, how the content gets delivered. You also have to meet the needs of all the franchise owners, the dealers at the end of the day as well. These are their unique businesses that they're operating on their own. Though they are interested in having large format content, they also need to tailor that content for their own needs as well.
All the schools are named after GM, the streets are named after General Motors cars, the hockey team are the Generals, where they play is the General Motors Center. I mean, it's just GM all over the place. Great-grandfather started in 1923, been passed along to the generations. Stan was his son and he ran it. Customers are coming in knowing what they want to purchase. They're coming in to reconfirm what they've already figured out on the internet. They want to know that their car is going to speak to their telephone and to their life and to their music. People have become so accustomed to looking at their screens in the four-screen world with a cell phone, the tablet, their desktop, and the TV. It's been the catalyst for us to change our retail environment. People pay more attention to the screens than they ever did the posters. Customers don't look at posters.
Content is king. We used to think you could take a television commercial and put it on a display and it would sell product. But somebody's got to take this great content that's over here, he's going to take this great software that's here and take these great displays and the dealers and pull it all together, and that's really where we come in. We now have software that has tremendously simplified the world of digital signage so that it now becomes something that anybody can operate. We're now able to take it out there in a cost-effective way, in a simplistic way, in an integrated way, in such a way that they can manage it at minimal cost with maximal output. Signagelive is integrated into their whole back end, so that content now flows seamlessly through to Samsung displays.
Working with UBI now, we've deployed Samsung system on chip technology. So from GM's point of view, they've got a device which has got an embedded player connected to the internet and then run by Signagelive. So you've actually minimized the number of devices that are on the site down to the screen and the internet. And because it all works offline, they've got the same experience they would have had previously from a PC, but at a fraction of cost and certainly a fraction of the aggravation that the previous network would have given them.